The Mayo Experience.
Mayo Experience. Mayo Experience. Mayo Experience. Experience.
Hey everyone, welcome to a Pat Mayo Experience mini. We're talking an update to the waiver wire rankings, only because so much happened after we recorded yesterday. Not something we normally do, but if stuff does change, I feel like you got to talk about it a little bit since we recorded on Monday, and I suggest everyone go back and check out Monday's show or tune into the Tuesday night ranking show where we'll expand more on this and how it affects Week 6 in particular. But in the Monday night game, Adrian Peterson got hurt with a shoulder injury. He might try to play through it. We don't have all the information yet. Chris Thompson hurt his ribs in that game. No word on his status. It looks like he's going to be okay. So that would mean Capri Bibbs ends up going onto the waiver wire list. He's not super high, but someone to keep an eye on. It's almost like the Lamar Miller situation a little bit where he's dealing with the chest injury. We don't know for sure if he's going to play against the Bills this week and what his role is going to be. So if you want to get Alfred Blue, if you hadn't already, I think it makes sense as a wait and see play, but those are the guys that are down the list. The big news is the Jay Ajayi out for the season with the knee problem. That leaves Corey Clement, who's expected to return Thursday night from the quad injury, and Wendell Smallwood and Josh Adams in the backfield for the Philadelphia Eagles. No real clue of how this is going to shake down. I have Clement. I moved him up to number 1 above Alfred Morris in the waiver wire rankings. I have Wendell Smallwood penciled in as number 3. I think those are the two guys that you want. There are rumors swirling that the Eagles may go out and try to trade for Le'Veon Bell or David Johnson or LaShawn McCoy. I doubt they end up doing that. I know they have extra picks they can throw around, but that's a lot of salary cap to inherit for a position where they got to get themselves right offensively on the whole first, and throwing in another wrench like that into their season, I just don't think that they're going to do it. Shady seems to make the most sense because at least you can let him walk at some point. If you go trade for Bell, he could just leave in the offseason. Maybe that's worth a second-round pick. I don't think it is, but who knows what the Eagles get up to. But we can only go really with what we can assess right now. So I think that Clement is looking at somewhere between like a 50 and 60% share of the backfield snaps. We saw this a few weeks ago when it was the two of them playing, and frankly, when Ajayi was out, it was Clement and Smallwood. Smallwood ended up getting the goal line touch and scoring the touchdown. So both probably need to be owned. I'm not really staking a claim in the sand with Corey Clement, but I think for longer-term value, if they don't make a move, he is the guy that you're going to want. Then it would be followed by Smallwood very closely. Frankly, you can probably get Smallwood for cheaper. I think that Alfred Morris, with Breda looking like he's going to miss a week, maybe 2 or 3 with a mid-ankle sprain, not the dreaded high ankle sprain, that Morris is probably the better plug-and-play over Smallwood just initially. But as the season goes along, Clement, then Smallwood, then the returning Darren Sproles, when he eventually comes back, is going to have a factor in this offense as well. It's a really tight situation. It's not a great situation you want to be involved in, but running back sucks so much that you kind of have to take a chance on one of these guys. And I'll take the chance on Clement if I can. If not, I'll put in a bid on Smallwood as well, a lesser bid, and maybe I end up with him. And frankly, it's not going to worry me too much. So the top 3 for this week, if you just need to go pick someone up, Clement, Alfred Morris, and then Wendell Smallwood. Those would be the clear-cut number 3. And then you get into the other guys that I like as stash plays or kind of pick up and hope for the best, like Donta Foreman, Ronald Jones, even Mike Davis if anything happens to Chris Carson again. So it's a really difficult situation. The only thing at wide receiver to really look out for, Sean McVay said he hopes that Brandon Cooks and Cooper Kupp can play this week if they can pass concussion protocol. That's going to be iffy. Even if only one of them comes back, Josh Reynolds probably makes a pretty good plug and play, at least for this week. Not something you want like long term, because eventually all of these guys will end up returning. But Josh Reynolds as a plug and play, Kiki Cutie as someone to put in. Those are the guys that are widely available on the waiver wire, outside of like the normal Mike Williams type names who people waiver between each and every week. These guys are widely available that you can go pick up and potentially play this week. So that's the Pat Mayo Mini. Go back and check out the show from Monday, or tune in Tuesday night, or do both. And remember, always smash the like button and go subscribe to the Pat Mayo Experience on iTunes.
Pat Mayo Experience. Experience.